The Qantas Frequent Flyer program currently have a sale where they're offering an additional 50% bonus points for every point that you top up. This means if you were to go onto the Qantas Points top up page right now and purchase 100,000 Qantas points, you're going to unlock an additional 50,000 Qantas points, meaning you're getting 150,000 points for the price of 100,000 points. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the exact maths to help us determine if this is a good deal or not and if we should take it up. So for me to explain today's deal, I thought I would give you an example so we can see the maths that goes on behind it. The example that I want to use is going to be a business class flight from Sydney to Los Angeles. If you jump on Google Flights or if you jump onto the Qantas website, typically if we were going to pay cash for a business class flight from Sydney to Los Angeles, that would set us back somewhere between $9,000 to $10,000. But if you've been following this channel for a while, you'll know that we can book a Sydney to Los Angeles flight in business class for 130,000 Qantas points. That has just been increased from 108,000 Qantas points as of today, so 130,000 is the new rate. Now there are a couple of factors that we do need to talk about. The first is, can you find a classic reward flight? If you cannot find a classic reward flight and you have to rely on booking a classic plus reward flight, it's not going to be worth it. The maths will not add up. For this example, it's only going to be worth it if you're talking about redeeming points on classic reward fares. Now the second limitation is that it's only going to be worth it if you're purchasing business class long-haul international flights as well. You can do the maths all you like, it's probably not going to be worth it if you're looking at economy, short-haul domestic or short-haul international flights, particularly if we're talking about budget airlines such as Jetstar. Assuming we're talking about premium carriers like Qantas or Emirates, and we're talking about premium cabins like business class or first class, the maths may make sense in a lot of these scenarios if we can find a classic reward seat. So assuming that we've found a classic reward seat from Sydney to Los Angeles in business class, and we know that that's going to be 130,000 Qantas points, we then need to figure out how much 130,000 Qantas points is going to cost us if we buy them from the Qantas Points top-up page. With the latest promo that's going on, understanding that we're going to get 50% extra points when we purchase some points, we're going to purchase 90,000 Qantas points. With the 45% bonus, that will get us 135,000 Qantas points. To purchase these points, it's going to cost us $2,464. So now we have the points required to book that Qantas Classic Reward seat from Sydney to Los Angeles in business class. And before we mentioned that if we were paying cash to book that Sydney to Los Angeles business class flight on Google Flights or on the Qantas website, that's going to cost us roughly $10,000. In order for us to buy these points, it's going to be a quarter of what it would take to book that same flight with cash. Now you do have to factor in the flight taxes that you are going to pay in addition to the points that you're using. Usually it's going to be a couple of $100. It's still going to put you well under what the cash ticket price is to buy that same business class seat. So for this example, the maths makes a lot of sense, assuming that you can definitely get that classic reward seat. You'll need to factor in your own circumstances, figure out the probability if that classic reward seat will still be available by the time your points come in. Also run the maths on your specific route as well. This is only talking from Sydney to Los Angeles in business class. Look for the exact flight that you're thinking about booking with those points and see if it makes sense for you. Now, if you do need help finding the best classic reward seats for you to use your Qantas points on, check the link in the video description. Every single day in there, I alert my Patreon members of the very best flights that they can use their Qantas points on so they can get the best bang for their buck from their points. Other than that, I will see you in the next video.